Hello, welcome to today's reading. I feel called to do a pick a card reading today. I'm going to be working with 3 decks by Rebecca Campbell, and 2 of these decks, don't know what I was trying to say there, 2 of these decks were gifted. I was getting ahead of myself trying to say gifted before decks. It's so interesting when our minds work faster than our mouths. I was gifted 2 of these decks by my amazing friend Esther, who is Miss Manifester on YouTube, and she's doing lots of other amazing things as well. So yeah, check out her channel too. So she gifted me 2 of these decks. Which one was this again? This is the Work Your Light, the Work Your Light deck by Rebecca Campbell, and she also gifted me the Starseed deck by Rebecca Campbell as well. And then I've got the Healing Waters Oracle by her too, which I actually bought these ones myself. So we're gonna do a pick a card where you tune in intuitively to which crystal you're drawn to, and each crystal is connected to a different deck. And I will timestamp below your crystal and your deck, and tune into the reading for you, with the intention that these readings are timeless and the messages come for you in divine timing, aligned timing, the right timing, and you can come back to these pick a card readings as many times as you feel, called, and each time a different message, a different layer. You might even choose a different deck and things be revealed. So just closing your eyes, taking a deep breath, take a moment to tune into yourself. And just close your eyes, and I'm first going to share the 3 crystals. So we have Amethyst, Selenite, and Rose Quartz. And just feel into which crystal you feel drawn to. And I usually show you the crystals for you to see and tune into, and we can do that as well, but sometimes it's really good to go even deeper and just go intuitively inside, not needing to look at anything, and get that experience as well. But I am going to show you the crystals, and you can feel into whether you are wanting a different crystal, and maybe that's the second reading that you listen to, or maybe it's the same one. So here's the amethyst crystal for you, and selenite, and the rose quartz. Okay, so let's begin. So first, tuning into those of you that tuned into amethyst, whether it was when you had your eyes closed or when you tuned into the crystal. So the amethyst energy is very much the energy of the mind, of dreams, of spirituality, intuition. And the deck that we're working with for you is the Starseed deck. So let's feel into what messages want to come through for you today. I'm just holding any intentions or questions that you might have to see what wants to come through. Oh, there we go. Perspective. None of this matters. Zoom out and common ground. This card is like zooming you right out so that you can see everything that's happening for you, through you, as you at this time, through a higher perspective. There's this sense as well of like realizing your purpose here on earth, remembering yourself as the soul you are, as the star you are. Interesting, this is the Starseed deck as well, so there's definitely a connection here to the deck that has came forward for you today, and connecting with your starseed nature, your starlight energy, your soul self in it. it reminds me of like when I was a child. I used to do this thing like really, really small. I remember being like 4, 5, 6, like lying in bed and being like, who is Laura? And I'd have this like out of body experience, and it was like I'd zoom out of my body, zoom out of my room, and I was very aware that I was a soul and I was in this human vessel and on this planet as Laura, expressed through Laura. But ultimately, you know, Laura is my name here on this planet, but you know, we're more than that. We are this soul energy, this soul essence, this soul presence, and this omnipresent energy as well. There's this being able to see 360 degrees around yourself, like being able to see a fuller picture and connect with a fuller expression of yourself, like the whole of yourself on this soul level and this starseed level. And it says, zoom out, none of this matters, common ground. So that also feels like maybe there is someone or something in your life that has created perhaps some conflict or some friction in your energy. No matter how big or small, it's just kind of creating some sort of like internal friction, and you're just being reminded that it's okay to breathe. It's not massively important. Finding that common ground, finding that peace, knowing that we are all connected, one family, and to just trust in your choices and trust in what feels right. And the other card that kind of fell out as well that I felt to pull out for you is Messenger. Sirius energy, bringing harmony and balance. So both of these cards are speaking into that common ground, that harmony, that balance. There's this feeling of like, I surrender, I hand it over, I'm open. And sometimes the conflict and the friction that's been happening inside of you could be with yourself. It might not even be with another person. It could just be within your own self. And yeah, there's this feeling of like, I'm open to receiving more of me and knowing more of who I am and what I'm here for. There's this surrender to purpose, where and messages are going to come through for you. You know, she or he, they are in this very receptive, open energy to just like clearing their mind and just allowing source to come through, source to drop in and bring them insight, and coming into peace, balance, harmony with all things, all people within yourself as much as possible. Coming back to ease. So that is your message for today. I hope that supports you. And feel free to watch any of the other ones as well. And I'll see you next time. Okay, so let's tidy those cards away. Let's tune into those of you who connected with selenite. Whether you connected with the selenite when you had your eyes closed or when you tuned into the crystal. And selenite is very much the energy of cleansing. It's connected to the womb, the moon. It really supports inflammation, purification. And the deck with the selenite crystal is the Healing Waters deck. So that might be a message within, you know, the deck that's come through for you and the crystal that you chose as well. Okay, let's tune into any messages, guidance and support for those of you who chose and felt connected to the selenite crystal at this time. Okay. Bounteous. Do I feel to keep going? I'm gonna take this one as well. Bounteous, gentle force. Just gonna keep going until one really presents itself. I do feel to take this one, which is landed right on my lap here. Okay, So you've got bounteous, generously given, relationships and coming together. Gentle force, consistency, persistence, patience, the long game. And let it go. Release the past, forgive, soften, and move forward. What I'm really feeling here, and it's so interesting as well that the selenite is very much connected to the sacral chakra and cleansing and releasing. And there's this feeling like this let it go card landed right here on my lap, and it felt like the sacral energy, and it was like just letting it go, letting it go. Being able to release things through your body, physically, spiritually, emotionally, energetically, like it's just coming through you, flowing through you. And you know, this is the water deck, so there's going to be a lot of that water energy here within these messages. But I'm feeling like abundance just really wanting to come in. But first, it's just that letting go and that shedding. And I'm hearing anyone who's like peed you off. I don't know if I'm allowed to swear on YouTube. I would very happily, you know, swear, but I really don't know what the rules are there. So there's this feeling of letting that go, letting, you know, people, energies go, anyone that's not really aligning with you right now, and bringing that feeling of just flow and abundance and fluidity. Just letting it go, and any pent up emotions that aren't serving you, and you know, conflicting energies, bitter energies, it's just letting that go. A very similar message came up for the other deck, but a different kind of message. So there must be sort of a collective theme and an overall theme right now of just finding moving forward and beyond the conflict and the friction. And then generously given, relationships coming together. Like I'm getting just everything making sense, all the pieces falling together, all the pieces of the puzzle falling together, all the little bits that you've been doing here, there, and everywhere, and those things that you felt called to focus on, and the things that you've learned in the past, and the things that you're currently learning, like it's all just slotting into place and coming together. I definitely pick up on like spider energy here as well. This is this like weaving creativity, that's feminine energy as well. The weaving, the creativity. And I'm getting this feeling of like, let's do this, and let's do this together, and like, let's allow my abundant flow and force of flow join forces with your abundant force of flow, and like, let's just pour into each other and pour into the world together. There's definitely like partnerships, relationships, whether that's romantic or business or friendships, and it's going to be plentiful and bounteous. And then gentle force here, consistency, patience, persistence, the long games, just really echoing that feeling of just continuing to be in the power of that gentle force, which came up recently in one of my readings. If you want to listen back to I think it was the new moon reading that this came up. And there's this feeling of like, I'm getting like everything warping, but like warping as it changes. And they're also giving me crocodile skin. I'm seeing crocodile skin and like a turtle shell. And there's this like, and you know, like the patterns on the crocodile skin and the tortoise shell, like there's something around like that layer of protection, developing thick skin, I want to say, developing like I don't want to say a hard shell, because I don't want it to sound like I'm saying like, you know, hardening and protecting yourself. It's more just like just feeling stronger in who you are. You know, the turtle really symbolizes that home. There's always around you and within you, wherever you are, you're always home. And that slowness and steadiness. And the crocodile, I feel, is, you know, very strong, but also very slow and steady, but fierce and powerful. And both the crocodile and the or alligator and the turtle symbolize that nature of symbiosis for me, and how, like, you know, the birds clean the back of the crocodile, but it also feeds them at the same time. And I feel like there's something similar that happens with the turtles as well, and that happens all across nature. And I really love symbiosis, and I feel like that kind of is also echoing what came through here in the partnerships card. There's a symbiosis that happens in how your skills and desires can complement each other and support each other and help each other and help the world go round. And then last but not least, we have Let It Go. It's interesting because I really want to sneeze right now as well. And sneezing is like an expelling of energy and letting things go. Let it go, release the past, forgive, soften, and move forward. There's been a clearing here in the sacral chakra, whether you're a man, woman, or, you know, whatever you connect with. There is a clearing here in that sacral chakra, an opening here. But I'm also getting the skeletal system. They're giving me the hips. They're giving me the, what's it called? The pelvis, the tailbone. There's some focus here on, like, we tend to hold a lot of emotion there. And as in this reading, there's been a lot of messages around releasing emotion. You might want to open, here in this card, there's a lot of openness. You might want to, you know, find postures and poses that support the opening of the hips, of the pelvis, of the groin. There's this a space that wants to be created there, physically, emotionally, energetically, so that waves of energy can flow through. And any past energy that's been stored between your bones, just releasing. So I hope that supports you today, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. And then let's move on to the final deck. So for those of you who, you know, felt rose quartz when you closed your eyes or when you tuned into the crystal, the rose quartz is about love, the heart chakra, softening, peace. It's just that soft love vibration, energy. And the deck that was that I connected with the rose quartz is the, I forget what this one's called. Is it the Work Your Light? This one is the Work Your Light deck. I just felt the roses and the rose quartz connected quite nicely, and maybe there's a connection there, and messages there in the crystal in the deck that came through. Ooh, one just flipped over so nicely. That didn't happen with the other two decks. It was kind of a bit, you know, the cards were flying all over the place, but this one's just flipped over really nicely and just really cleanly and sweetly, and just like, it's a very different energy here. I feel like the first two had similar crossovers, but let's see, this one just feels a bit more like, yep, I'm ready, I'm here, let's do this. And the card is play, have fun, celebrate, and don't be so serious. And it just feels like this energy of arrival and coming into the sense of, like, just every day you're here, you've arrived, every day being fun and playful and getting off this energy where it doesn't feel like, you know, you're constantly walking up a step ladder. I shared this not that long ago. Oh, I've got a really itchy back. Sorry. I shared this not that long ago where, like, sometimes I get in, you know, we kind of get pulled into the rat race and the rush. And we're kind of like, hey, tomorrow I'm going to do this, and then I need to do this, and there's to-do lists, and there's things that we do each day of the week, and life can feel like sometimes we're on this never-ending step ladder and we're taking one step up, the next step up, but it's just going on and on and on. And there's this feeling of just kind of getting off the step ladder, and you're here. You've arrived. Everything that you need is right here. Following inspiration, following curiosity, following those inklings, knowing everything that you need to get done will get done. And being present and with the moment. And there's a shift that's happening so that your life can feel fun again, can feel playful again. Your mind can be at peace and at ease. And just like the possibility and the fun that can happen in each and every day. And we have, we can have supportive rituals and routines and systems, but sometimes we can get so wrapped up in that and feel like that's the only thing that keeps us going and keeps life ticking. But really, that's just to help us create more space for play, for fun, and the joy and the miracle and the magic of each and every day. Not just those special days, not just the day where you've got an event to go to, not just the days, where you've got a holiday or a wedding to go to or a party. Those are exciting days to look forward to, but every day can be an exciting day to look forward to. Every day has a gift for you to unwrap and to open. And I'm really feeling that for you in this play card. Have fun, celebrate, don't be so serious, celebrating everything that you've come through. And I keep wanting to say, like, I'm here, I'm arrived, like, da da da, like, it's me, I'm here. And it's like, it's very different from like this, like, in your face kind of confidence. It's more just like this, like, easy breezy energy, like, yeah, this is me. Like, yeah, I'm feeling the vibration coming through as I'm tuning into this. So I feel like there's a bit of an activation coming through with this card as well. And just like, it's just this feeling of like, yeah, anything goes. I'm going to follow the flow. I know my yeses, I know my nos, and I'm happy as me. I'm happy as I am. I'm also getting like being in a pool, cocktails, feeling happy in your body, no matter where you're at with your body, just being like, yeah, I deserve to have the sun on my skin. Yeah, I deserve to, let my hair down. I deserve to be free. I deserve to be free. I deserve to have fun, no matter where I'm at in my life, no matter where I'm at in my goals and my achievements, whether that's business, body, whatever. Just like, I just deserve to experience the light of each day. So, and I feel like you've done a lot of work of carving the pathway, removing all the gravel, and just making your own path. Like here, there's like gravel on the side, and there's been a nice little pathway, and the vibration is very like la di da di da, and like, I'm just gonna move this over here because that doesn't serve me, and ooh, there's an opening, and like, I'm just gonna clear this way, and I'm just gonna, dance to my own rhythm. And I know how to move into the openings, and I know how to recognize the pathways. And yeah, there's this very at ease with yourself, which is so beautiful, and you so deserve that. And yeah, I hope this reading supports you today. Thank you for listening and watching, and hopefully you'll return to this video if you ever feel called. And yeah, I'm sending you all the love, and I'll see you in the next video.